What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into the Biz with D Micro Swings Radio New Year's show, and right now we got our boy Sebastian Mikael on with us. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Not much, just chilling, getting ready for the New Year. How about yourself?
Man, I'm chilling too, man. Just got back in the studio. I'm about to go home.
Nice. So I know that you've been overseas, and probably a lot of your fans that are tuned in right now have been noticing that. Let's kind of talk about what you got going on in the studio with this new project. I mean, you got a lot of hot shit that I've heard so far, but ain't nobody heard it yet.
Yeah. When I went to Paris, I cut, to be honest, one of my favorite records out there, so far. I feel like a lot of shit came together when I locked in Paris and recorded out there. So that was a lot of fun. Plus it was so nice being out there, you know what I mean, being in Europe. And, spend about 20 days out there in London and Paris and just try to get some new inspiration for the project and for music. And now I'm back here and I'm still working on my project. So, definitely a lot to expect, for 2015 because, that's when I'm putting out my next project. And we also got a video that we're going to actually put out top of next year. So I'm definitely excited.
And this single with Mine that you're putting out the music video for, right?
Yeah, we just shot a video for it. And it's a really dope song that I think I kind of started, experimenting more with my music. And that song is just very me. That's the best way I can describe it. It's very me. It's different. I feel like it sticks out from other stuff that's out right now. And it's just a really, really feel-good record. So that's why I chose that one, that song to be the leading joint, you know what I mean? The one to set the sound and the feel that I'm going for. And when the project comes out, I think a lot of people are going to be excited.
They're definitely going to be excited. I mean, got a chance to hear Mine. You ain't know I heard it yet. But, I mean, it is crazy. I like how it has a very feel-good approach, like you mentioned. And I think with R&B music, that's what's been missing a lot of that real feel-good, music that people can relate to.
Yeah, it's just man, when you just do whatever you want to do musically, it's gonna come out right. I don't even really sit and think that I'm making a great R&B record tonight, or I'm making a great. I just think about great music. I'm making a great song. You know what I'm saying? And it's, my music. So, that's my main thing. You gotta express yourself however you want to express yourself, and if it's a mix up of different things, that's just dope to me. So that's another thing that people can expect too. Like I said, I'm experimenting more, and I'm just, going back to a lot of my roots. That's why I stayed in Europe for a little bit. Going back to a lot of the stuff that they do in the UK and stuff like that. And a lot of the songs got that influence right now. So it's definitely a dope contrast to what I do. So I'm excited.
So now let's also talk about the recent music video you put out for your single, Made For Me, featuring Tiana Taylor. Love the video, love the concept, and if people haven't checked it out, tell them about the concept, because it's very like Bonnie and Clyde, like how Jay-Z and Beyonce did that, but it's more so in the new day version, like 2015.
Right. No, that video is really, really dope to me because it just has an old, I don't know, like you said, a Bonnie and Clyde concept. Natural Born Killers, another movie I had in mind when I just made it. But it just got to me a Quentin Tarantino type of feel, like the way he makes his movies and the way he's filmed, like the scenery and stuff like that. And it's funny because they actually shot Kill Bill in that same area. And I don't know, it has a 50s feel, but it's still modernized today. But it's just the way we dress and the way everything looked. It had a 50s type of swag to it. So it's definitely a cool video, and Tiana killed it, and the next one is Mine, and I think Mine is even going to top it. So I'm excited.
Definitely. So now, how would you overall say that you feel about, the success you've had, this year. I mean, recently, but iTunes and both New York Times included you in their best of 2014. Like, that's kind of dope.
Man, that really, really, and I said it when I posted it too on Instagram. I was like, yo, this really, like, just brightened up my whole day. Like, it really made my day when I saw that. Because, I was mad tired. I was coming, from London. Not gonna lie, I was a little sad. I had to leave, already so soon, whatever. So, I was just tired, and I was kind of like not in the best mood. And when I saw that, I was like, yo, it was just dope seeing that people really embraced it and they still talking about it. And that it's like remembered as like one of the best albums from 2014. I think that's dope. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And I gotta say, it's definitely in our top 10 of favorite albums here on My Fair Swing, because really, like, sound wise, you kept it true to who you are as a person, but you kept it true to R&B, which is great because a lot of artists, either being with a major independent label or, whatever the case might be, they just go off and do stuff that doesn't even cajon into what they're about, or like message form wise. They go universal when it should be always sonically. We connect with them.
Yeah. No, for real. It's the most important thing to stay true to yourself and keep your sound and everything you do. You know what I mean? Like when I make songs, I still do it the same way I did for my first album and the way I've always been doing it, which is I always just focus on just melody, lyrics, chords, like things like that, the musicality first, you know what I mean? Like most of the songs I started on guitar vocals, and that's why like when I break it down in an acoustic performance, it sounds just as good, it just has a different feel. So that's why I want with my songs, like I feel like if you can play it on just the piano and sing it or just on guitar and sing it, it still sounds good, and you got something that's timeless, something that will last, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's always my goal, just when I make music.
All right. So speaking of timeless, while you were on tour, I was there. I definitely think a timeless moment happened to be like when you forgot the words. I forget when singing crashing, and the fan started singing like the words. Like that was very like timelessly dope because it was like a moment where it's like whoa. Like I felt it was like whoa.
Yeah, it was. It definitely cleaned it up for me because I was like, oh. As soon as I started singing everything, like I just couldn't remember a word. You know what I mean? Like it was making fun, you just forget whatever like what song you singing. And I remember like I couldn't remember the words, and they started singing it louder than me. So I just let them sing, and I was just vibing. It was a different, and it wasn't even a single or a song that we pushed. Like it was just a random song on the album that just makes me feel like okay. Like they actually, like they true fans. Like they really bought into everything that I do and everything that I put out.
Right. And even though we got something dope that me and you did before our new segment on My Fair Swings Radio, FaceTime with the Stars. Even with that, which people will get the chance to see January 15th, just wanted to let everybody know while you were in line that was coming. So they can definitely, get ready for a more in-depth and inside of, like, more about who you are. Because a lot of people think they might know from, Twitter, Instagram, or just meeting briefly. But, they got to look forward to that because we definitely chatted it up.
Of course. Like, every day I think that the best way to do that is just staying true to yourself and knowing that whoever you are, like what your vibe is, with your personality, it's like always keeping that, and not trying to put up a front or like do something just to satisfy, whoever's around you, labels or whatever. Because one thing is like they want artists to be so over the top and everything, like just turn up at all times, always be, you know what I mean, like center of everything. And to me, it's just kind of like you keep that shit up all the time, like you're just gonna get exhausted. It's just gonna go crazy. So to me, like I just wanted to see my regular side, the side when I'm on stage, just, everything about me. So that's why, right now we're shooting like new day-to-days and the stuff that we already spoke about, and just kind of like following me around, seeing the process of me creating my project and all that stuff. And it's something we're going to put out too, is like vlogs and like series and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that too.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm excited to even be a part of, what's to come next with you, because honestly, we started, like, our relationship started from you being on the show this time last year.
Yep.
And never would I have thought that we would start working together, like, a year later. Like, that's kind of dope.
It's dope. It's really dope, man. That's a cool thing about, especially, like, being in New York. You always meet new people. You always team up with people that's just as hungry as you, and everybody got a different craft or whatever, but everybody's just grinding and hungry, and everybody's trying to get to the top. And, you got to just support and help each other, you know what I mean? And why not just build together? And that's like, that's just a better mindset of being instead of turning Hollywood on everybody else because you feel like you're on a different level or whatever. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And speaking of Hollywood, just from you being a new artist, well, not even new anymore, but being that, your first year, getting that, like, not camaraderie is not the word I want to say, that big notoriety, have you experienced any, like, celebrities being, like, too Hollywood towards you, ever?
Absolutely. Happens all the time. There's a lot of Hollywoodized people that just overnight just turn Hollywood, and it's just a mindset. To be honest, it's not hard to, like, it happens to a lot of people. It's not something that's like crazy. Like, a lot of people get that. It's not hard to feel like that if you have certain people around you. But I don't really focus on the way people are or whatever. It's just like, if I'm working with somebody, as long as we can come up with some good music and some good stuff to put out, like, I'm cool with everybody's personalities.
So Sebastian, tell everybody where they can follow you as far as, like, your social media, just in case, they're the law, they don't follow the real you. Tell them where they can follow you, just so that they can, stay connected and get the album and, rock with the movement.
Of course. It's at Sebastian Mikael, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and just send me up.
Definitely. And I got to say again, Sebastian, thanks so much for, being a part of, our history in 2013 as well. And then, 15 and then 14, 15, shit. I mean, all of it. I mean, we appreciate you for being dope.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it.
No doubt.